And as I always ask you, if you like this reading, please like, subscribe, leave a comment if that's what you like to do. These candles are really crazy today for some reason. I don't have any air around them. I've got nothing on them, no windows opened, no air on them or anything. They're just going away. Oh, they're stopping a bit now. Sorry, I'm going to get right on with your reading. I'm sorry about that. So the false card you have past is the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I love this card. I see it as mostly, I mean, it can go either way, but I see it as mostly positive. And so I think what was happening for you at this time is, I think you were starting to come out of a lot of, maybe not stress, but I think just a really, really busy time doing lots and lots of tasks. It was like you felt as if you weren't able to stop or get off this kind of roundabout that's going round with this wheel. And, I don't think you're quite there yet, but I think things were starting to slow down, and I think you will be able to get off soon if you haven't already been able to. And I think when things finally do slow down enough for you to be able to actually think, because you've been so busy in your head, I think you're probably going to be making some pretty big life-changing decisions, actually. I'm just looking at this snake on the left-hand side, and snakes shed their skin. And I think that's what you're about to do. You're about to enter in this whole new life, or this whole new phase of your life. I don't know if you live in a totally different place to where you used to live at one time. What I mean by that is, of course, everyone moves, so I don't mean that. I don't just mean moving house. I mean, you lived really far away from where you do now, maybe in a different country, a different state, a different place, very, very far away. That's what I'm seeing. I am seeing some kind of big move that you had, and I think maybe you didn't realize, but I think that was the start of this change. So I think when you moved, that was the start of this big shift. You had a sort of a slump in the middle where you're kind of running around doing kind of busy work. And then now this is going to kind of pick up again, and this big change is going to start again. So it's kind of like you had the first half of a theatre production or something, then you had the interval, and now you're back again with the second half. And okay, I'm seeing something kind of completely out of nowhere. I don't know why I'm seeing this. I don't normally see this, but I am seeing marriage, or I'm seeing some kind of formal connection with someone like marriage, so some kind of traditional connection. I don't know why that came up. That's just what I'm seeing. It might be a part of this whole new life change that I'm seeing here. And I realise that's only going to resonate with a few people, but that's what I'm seeing, so I just have to say that. Okay, so the next card you have past, the Two of Pentacles, which I love this card because it's really funny. I just like it. But yeah, I think this is you sort of running around, trying to finish everything. It's like you had to keep these plates spinning, a bit like an acrobat keeps these plates spinning. So, and I think there might have been a bit of a lack of communication between you and this love connection. It's almost as if you were trying to play catch up with each other, ping pong, or tennis with each other. Like you text them and you have to wait, and then they text you and you're very, very busy, and then you get back to them. You can never quite connect properly. That's the sort of thing I'm seeing there. But yeah, this busy time, I think it's going to start to wind down soon, and I think then you'll be able to connect properly with them again. The other thing I'm seeing is, okay, this is probably going to sound really strange. I'm just picking up on this. Someone might be hiding an amount of money, I think. I don't know whether this is someone you work for or work with. It might be something they're withholding, they might be withholding earnings for tax reasons or something. It's something like that. So this probably isn't going to affect you, but if you're aware of someone being a little bit cagey or whatever around money, or if someone's asking you to partner with them or join up with them or something, and you're kind of not quite sure about it, that might be why you're kind of feeling a little bit like, oh, I probably shouldn't do that. Follow your instincts. I'm just getting that warning. So just be aware of that. So just be aware of your instincts, be aware of your feelings around people, around money, people asking you to partner or do something. Just be aware of that. That's what I'm seeing there. So the last card you have past is the Four of Pentacles, more Pentacles. So yeah, I think I've seen this in your last reading maybe, or I think one of your other readings. I don't know, I'm just getting this feeling about this. I think this card's been there. I remember this. Yeah, I think your partner or this love connection, I think they've got a little bit of insecurity around them. I'm getting that feeling. I'm actually seeing a job insecurities around them, and some family pressures as well. And I'm getting this feeling that maybe, yeah, you represent security to them. You represent a rock to them, security. So maybe you're the one secure thing they have at the moment, because it's like there's a lot of rockiness around them. Their life's really up and down. And I think they're trying to hold on to anything around them that might be stable or secure. And you're that thing, you're that stability, you're that security. So, you know, they might be a little bit extra sensitive to things that you're saying. If you say something a little bit like, oh, I don't know about that, or if you're a little bit sharp with them or whatever, they might be worrying about their relationship security as well, because they are feeling insecure everywhere else. And I think they're trying to support other people as well. So just be really gentle with them. Just take care of them. Do what you can to reassure them, and listen to them. I'm getting that you should listen to them. You should really, really, really listen to this person, because I think there are a lot of people around them sort of advising them or telling them what they should be doing. And I think these people are well-meaning. They want to help them, but I think what they need is they just need someone to listen to them without judging them. And I think they're looking to you for that sense of security and that kind of reassurance. So that's what I'm seeing in that. So the first card you have here present is the Six of Pentacles. Yes. Okay. So I'm seeing a situation here. You might have to distance yourself from someone or something. It's not this love connection. This is a completely different thing. I'm seeing one person, and I'm seeing a couple as well. So this is a part of a couple, but there's a main person in this couple that this is about. So I think this person's from your old life, from before you started this moving, before you moved. So they might live near where you used to be or something like that. Maybe they're where you grew up or something. And I know this is Pentacles, but I think they might be a little bit of an emotional taker, if that makes sense. There's a kind of a draining feeling around this person. It's not huge. It's not like they exhaust you all the time. And yeah, they have this other person around them as well. It's like a couple, and I think they might be a little bit of an enabler, a little bit of an enabler, I'm trying to say. And yeah, so yeah, there are two things around this. They see you as the old you that comes from the old place, and I think they're saying things like that. Oh, you used to do this, you used to go here, you used to believe this, you used to say this. So they keep on reinforcing the old you, and that kind of grates on you, that irritates you a lot, I think. So that's one thing. That's the background of that. And I think they're also, what I'm seeing here is they're also an emotional taker. So they're also a little bit fragile as well. So it's like they can say things, but if anyone says anything to them, they're very fragile. They don't like it. They're a bit spiky. So that's very, very difficult. You have a very complicated relationship with this person, I think. I'm seeing family here. So they might be a close family member. They might even be a parent. So that might be what that is. And they're a part of a couple. I keep on seeing that. Now, I don't think you can actually properly distance yourself from them, because you know, you have to be connected to them for some reason, and you know, maybe, you know, if they're close family, that might be why that is. So yeah, you might have to distance yourself emotionally, not physically, because I think they have a lot of things to say. I think some of the things they have to say are probably a bit hurtful to you. So if you can, try not to let what they say affect you. I know it's easier said than done, but try to kind of let what they say kind of roll off your back if you can. Just answer them briefly. If they say, oh, you're this or you're that, just say, yes, okay, fine. Just be very grey rock, if you know what that is. You know, a polite distance is probably best with this person. And just know that they're not saying these things because of what they think of you. They're saying these things because of how they feel about themselves. They don't feel very good about themselves, which is very sad, but they're taking it out on other people. And the fact that they can't take things, they can't take criticism, you know, shows me that as well. So, you know, they have a big chip on their shoulder, I think. But yeah, keep your distance as much as you can, especially when you're having conversations with them. Just kind of be polite, say the minimum, because I think if you get into arguments with them, it's not going to go anywhere. It's just going to go around and around in circles, and it's just not worth it. So just keep all of that in mind if that resonates with you. So the next card you have here present is the Three of Cups, which I love. Okay, so yeah, I think this person's behavior might be on your mind quite a lot lately. And I think, just the way they speak to you is on your mind. It's like, oh, they say this and they say that, and oh, it makes me feel really horrible. So I think why this is on your mind is, I think there might be a party or some kind of event coming up, and I think this person might be there. There's a party obviously in this card. So, and I think maybe you're sort of gearing up to that. You might be feeling a little bit stressed about this. It's like, oh, if they say this, what am I going to say? And what if I'm kind of cornered? What if I'm in a corner, standing in a corner with a drink in my hand? I've got this person kind of standing there. What am I going to do? And what if they do this? And all of that might be going through your mind. So I don't actually think this is coming up soon. I think it might be coming up in a few months' time or something. It might be a big event. I don't know if it's a wedding or a party. It's some big milestone, I think. But the fact that this is like not close to you, it's kind of far away into the future, shows me how stressed you are about this. It's on your mind. Now, this is a very positive card. There's a lot of positivity here. So I'm not actually seeing any problems around this event. I'm seeing a lot of people at this event. So that tells me that they're probably going to want to make sure that they look their best in front of people. And I'm also seeing you having a lot of other people to talk to as well. So you probably won't even have to talk to them very much. So you're going to be fine. You're not going to have to sit and listen to them or talk to them or whatever. You'll be going around talking to other people. And I think you're going to enjoy your time at this thing as well. So yeah, whatever happens, there's a lot of positivity around this. So please don't worry too much about this. It is going to be fine. That's what I'm seeing in that card. So the last card you have your presence, the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so this is a pretty miserable card, I know. So I'm seeing this relationship again, this love connection. I think you're really well suited, actually. You complement each other. I've seen that in your readings before, and I'm getting that feeling that you are very well suited. But yeah, they're going through a lot. They probably will still be going through a lot for a while. Again, I'm seeing job problems, job losses maybe, problems, worries about money, which is what this card can be about. And again, they see you as their anchor. I'm just looking at this stained glass window. And if you look at the little section at the bottom, yeah, you can just see it quite clearly, actually. If you look at the little section at the bottom, it looks a little bit like an anchor at the bottom of those coins. So, so just be there for them. Listen to them, because I think they're looking to you for help. They're looking toward you to be their rock, because I see all these pentacles, earth, rock. So they're looking for that stability from you. And mostly they're just looking for comfort, and they're looking to you to help them, just to be there, just to listen without judgment. That's what I keep on seeing. They need an anchor. They need to feel comforted, nurtured, and they need to feel that they're safe, and they need to feel that they're stable in this relationship, and they see you as their rock. So I'm seeing that again here. So just keep all of that in mind. Be very gentle with this person. They're going through a lot if this is resonating with you. So the first card you have features the Four of Wands. Beautiful card. I love this. I love this card. Okay, so yeah, I don't often see this. Now I'm seeing this again. This is what I saw in the Wheel of Fortune. I'm getting a bit excited, sorry. So yeah, if this is all making sense to you, and you are in a relationship with someone who sounds exactly like this, I'm definitely seeing a stable relationship, stability coming up for you, and possibly even marriage, if this is something you both want. So I'm seeing this again here. But yeah, you are going to have a lot to work to get through before you get to this stage. I think, not necessarily in your relationship. I'm not seeing any huge problems in your relationship. Or, if there are problems, I think they can easily be worked through. I think you just need to kind of up your communication a bit. And I've seen that a lot in your readings, this kind of problem with communication. So that's all. And I think, again, all you need to do is listen, really, with this person. They just need someone to kind of let off steam at, Don't judge them. Just sit there listening. You know, put your arm around them, sit there with them, listen to what they have to say. Say, I'm here to listen, I'm here for you. That's all they need. Yeah, so I'm seeing all these problems around your partner's life, and they're tied in with how they feel about themselves. So yeah, that needs to be sorted out. The other thing I'm seeing here is, this just came into my mind, there might be a difficult ex around this as well. I don't think this is you. I don't think this is your ex. I think this might be their ex. I don't know if they have children with them as well, but if they do, I think there might be some arguments or some disagreements around that as well, if that resonates with you. So I'm seeing that there too. So they have a lot of problems. But yeah, eventually the worst of this is going to be over for them. But in the meantime, yeah, they need your help to get through all of this. And then after all this stress and everything, you're going to have this beautiful stability coming up after that in your relationship. That's what I'm seeing there. It's really, really beautiful. I love this card. So the next card you have for your future is the Queen of Swords. So yeah, I'm really happy to see this here, because I think you are going to do this. You're going to protect them until they're in a better position. You're going to have your sword up against anyone who wants to harm them or say anything or do anything. And yeah, I'm sorry, single people. I know this reading is all about a relationship, but this is what I'm picking up on. So this is what I'm talking about here. So yeah, you're really going to be protecting them, helping them, working to build up their confidence again. You know, you're a really caring person, and this really shows that. And I think you've been through a lot yourself, a lot of similar problems with exes and, you know, money problems and all of that. So you understand exactly how they're feeling. And I keep on feeling as if I need to tell you this. I'm sorry if I'm repeating this, but this keeps on coming up in my mind. Listen, listen, listen. So maybe try to, you know, lay off the advice a bit. If you're tempted to give them advice, say, do this, do that. Just lay off that. Just be a little bit careful about giving them advice, especially in the early days of this when they're still a bit emotional. Because what they need more than anything is just a blanket around them, a hug. They just need to be protected from the outside world, from outside pressure. So keep your sword up against that, keep them protected, give them a place where they can just be themselves and talk freely. That's all they need from you. That's what I'm seeing there again. So the last card you have for your future is the Queen of Wands. I love this queen. So yeah, I'm seeing a lot of planning. This is what I'm seeing. This is more about you. So you have a lot of planning to do, and you'll be focusing a lot. You will be focusing on your partner, but this is about you. You also have a lot of things. You have some career-based things, I think, that you've had to put aside for a while because you're running around being really busy, turning around in the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Pentacles. Now that's going to be over by this time. So now you're going to have time to focus on career things. I'm seeing you kind of getting everything into order. Maybe you're going to be looking at a calendar, planning out the second half of the year and all of that, looking at everything properly. And I think you're going to feel a lot better in yourself when this is all structured and you've got this all in order for yourself. Yeah, I'm seeing this really strange thing. I'm seeing an out of nowhere opportunity coming to you, actually. This is about traveling, and I think this is going to be fun traveling. So it might be someone who says, oh, come and stay with me in my holiday home. Oh, come and visit me. I'm over here in this place. Come over and visit me. So that's really beautiful, really nice, really positive. I think when you do this traveling, if this is resonating, or you might not know, might not have come to you yet, but I think you might be able to do some kind of research or do some kind of job, work-related thing while you're on this trip. So if you take this trip, I think it's going to be a sort of a mixed purpose trip for you. And if this does come up, I think this is going to be a really, really good opportunity for you to take your partner with you, this love connection, because I think getting away from the everyday for them and all this stress and everything, I think it'll be really good for them, especially if it's somewhere in the sun or somewhere really different. Just a complete change of scene, I think that'll really help them. So yeah, I think that'll be really good for both of you. So if you get this offer, definitely say yes to that. I really hope it does come up for you. So Libra, I hope this resonated with you. I really do, especially at the end. But you know, general readings can't always resonate with everyone, as you know. But again, If you liked this reading, please like, subscribe, or leave a comment if you'd like to. Thank you so much for watching.